Hey, how's it going? Farhan here. I'm about to show you an entire sequence of how human beings interact with one another under very stressful situations. So yesterday when I was hanging out with Kyle, we were doing a photo shoot. He taught me a lot of stuff about his philosophy of love and how he's writing a book about love. And today's incident, the way this lady that I'm about to show you interacts with the metro driver, the metro staff, the train staff, you know, the person who's at the booth gives you tickets and refunds and whatnot. And then how she interacts with me, and then afterward, how I interact with another girl regarding how the interaction happened with me and the old lady. You're gonna see all that right now, and I'm gonna let you see the whole thing, and I'm gonna kind of jump in a little bit to kind of give you some questions that you should ask yourself, or what questions you're asking yourself at the moment. And it's gonna be really, really interesting. So let's get started and then I'll come back.
Let's say by my thing at the last station.
You're getting late?
Huh?
Are you running late?
Yes, I supposed to reach 11, now it's 11:30.
That's right.
My God.
Why you give, I giving you, I want to take 150. I don't want the change. You see what's in there? Now I want the $5, give me the change. I need a $5 bill. You know what? I'm gonna report you. I'm gonna talk. You're a son of a bitch. That's
Whoa! Did you see that? So essentially, look, if you're in a city where you don't really have trains and metros and stuff, let me just sort of break down what happened. So the pass cost $146.25, and she gave the guy $150. So the change is $375. Now she expects $5 back, which ain't gonna happen because she only is supposed to get back $375. She doesn't know that, or she's trying to get a freebie. I have no idea. But these are the questions I want you to ask yourself. When you saw this footage, what types of judgments were you making? If you were, maybe you weren't, which is totally cool. And what was your assessment of the situation? Like, what did you see or what did you not see? I want you to really question what you pay attention to and what you actually care about in these types of stressful situations. What would you do if you were me, or if you were the lady right there, the blonde girl? Okay, let's keep going.
what you want. No, go with your blasted asshole self. Your blasted.
Is he even married? Are you serious? Thank you.
New for the December, man.
I don't.
Yeah. You can have this. I don't want it. I mean, I don't know if you can use that for something. Okay. Can you throw this for me? Huh?
We're not allowed to take it because it looks like we're stealing or something, right?
That's hilarious. It's a good point, man.
Yeah.
I almost got you. Okay, let's
Go ahead, insert your card when you're ready, man.
It's just this thing for December, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to sign
Need
some?
to get your autograph, sir.
Yeah. What's that thing for?
Sorry?
That cylinder thing.
Oh, it's to stop the money from falling off the floor.
Ah, okay.
As soon as the train comes by.
I got it. Why did she want $5? What was that?
I don't know. She didn't even give me enough for $5 anyways, but
Oh my God.
$5 bill, right? But
Oh.
she only gets $3.25.
Right, because of this.
$2.
150, yeah.
Yeah, she would have had to give me 25, right?
Yeah, no, I got it. Sorry about that. My bad. Now, I don't know if you got all that, but essentially, she cussed him out, son of a bitch, motherfucker, whatever. Then she started walking away, and then she turned around and cussed him out even more. Now, keep in mind that this lady's son or grandson or nephew or whoever is right by her, and he's listening to these things. So always try to understand the types of behaviors that you engage in everyday life, right? Look, we're talking about your health here. This is all about your health and your well-being and your stress levels and your happiness and your love. That's what health really comes down to. So if your parents, your mom or your grandma or your relative, your aunt, was doing such things, or you grew up in a society where these types of things happen, then your brain was getting trained. All your synapses were just being activated over and over and being trained in these types of violent type acts, like verbal violence and verbal garbage. In any case, that's what happened. And then now another thing you probably didn't notice is that the girl, so I was asking him all these questions about what happened to the lady. So this girl who I'm about to engage with, you're gonna see that next, in the train station, she goes, "Excuse me, dude, there's a line." So one thing that Kyle taught me yesterday is very profound. He said, so it's from his book, The Love Method, or whatever it's called. I think it's called The Love Method. What would I be? No. So the concept is you have to be a child. You have to be a kid. You have to be like a little kid with a big heart, and there's no judgments and there's no tomorrow and yesterday. It's just in the moment, you're a kid. So what Kyle taught me is, it's like, am I the type of guy that? Am I the type of girl that? So in this situation, when this girl's like, dude, there's a line, I told myself, I'm very consciously listening to Kyle here. I'm very consciously processing this. I'm like, I'm the type of person who doesn't mind when someone says a remark like that, because it's out of love. She's getting late. She wants to get in the train. That's totally fine. And look what happens after I shift my mindset. See that next.
So right before I came, there was a lady who like cussed that guy out like crazy, like every bad word in the English dictionary you can imagine, and her son was right there with her, and it was like, what the hell was that? It was so bad.
Like your whole compartment did not say inconsiderate person at all, so I was just like, oh.
Yeah, no, and then she started walking, and then she turned around and like cussed more. Like in case she missed some word. It was pretty
This will mess people up.
Oh, you think it's that?
I think that's the most
It's the
charitable
pressure, or?
explanation. The dark, the pressure.
Pressure to get the right gifts, or what?
I think just
Because I never felt that.
Oh, I think it's more like the city's getting crowded, like just like the crowding everywhere in the way the transit always feels delayed, and the weather's getting worse.
Weather too.
And
It's like
it's like dark at 5 o'clock.
I know. Yesterday we were doing a photo shoot, and the sunset was at like 3:30 or something.
Oh my god,
I was like, "Are you serious? What? Like that doesn't make it." Yeah.
That is so cool.
No, I'm not. I have one.
Oh, okay.
We did some social media stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah, some profile pics.
Okay.
So we filmed all over the city, and he's also like my best friend, so it kind of like works out. Yeah.
No, was it yesterday like raining all day and
A bit, but we got lucky.
Okay.
Yeah, we went just in that 1 hour where there was.
Oh, nicely done.
Yeah, we got lucky, and the lighting was okay-ish. It's not the best.
But good enough.
Yeah, it was good. Like we'll do more. Like we're never like we never want to hurry because.
So now, she was very happy that she thought I was a photographer at the time, and then I was like, no, that's Kyle. He's my best friend. I'm actually a YouTuber, and then she was kind of had fun with that and kind of was happy about. Then she asked me what's my field and whatnot. The point of this so far is just to allow you to understand the power of a meeting a new person, right? What the power of that is. Now, I want nothing to do with her. Like, she's just a person, right? She's like a lovely human being. I don't expect anything. It's the wrong way. I don't mean I don't want anything to do with her. What I mean is, there's no expectation. Like I don't care what happens in this interaction. I just know that the love I have for myself, I'm feeling that love for her, and I'm really consciously applying what Kyle taught me, right? So I'm just in the moment having fun because I love myself. So anything that happens here, it's okay because it's all out of love. And another fucking crazy thing Kyle said is, you have to go around the world with knowing and feeling the fact that everything is actually made for you. Your parents, your friends, your girlfriend, your boss, the people randomly in the street, every single person who like scolds you or hugs you or whatever, they're all actually made for you. It's like a game, and they're all players, and you're the main character, and they're just there for you to learn and love, to like learn how to love. It's amazing, like Matrix shit. Anyway, let's continue, and we get into some philosophical discussions about cool stuff, about Seneca and things with her. So I'm going to show you that soon. Check it out.
Then you don't get good stuff.
What's your field?
Huh?
What's your field that you were doing all of this?
Oh, I'm a YouTuber.
You're a what?
YouTuber.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm like a YouTube person, and I'm in the health field. Yeah, no one thinks that. It's weird, like, it's weird for me to say that because I'm actually a scientist. And yeah, but I became a YouTuber right after I finished my studies, so yeah. So yeah, you know. What about you?
I'm a philosopher.
Cool.
Thank you.
What do you think of Seneca? He likes-
Seneca?
Yeah. He was a
Oh,
Roman.
oh, sorry, I thought you meant
Yeah.
Seneca College, and I was
No.
like, why would I think of...
The
I've
next
not touched
station
on
is
that
St.
since
George.
undergraduate. I'm strictly
Yeah?
St. George
contemporary.
Station.
Okay.
I remember finding him cool. I was very taken with the Stoics
He's my
back in the
favorite.
day.
He's my favorite.
Nice.
Yeah. I just adore his viewpoint to life and kind of
Throw
like
me
it's
a
so
foot.
gangster. You know? Like,
Throw me a foot.
By
Anybody-
Seneca?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, like quotes, but like just
I've heard of-
philosophically.
I think these guys all have like sort of aphorisms and like turns of
his
phrase,
title of
right?
one of his books is On the Shortness of Life. Life is long if you know how to live it.
Okay. That's funny.
Yeah, and he has a book called Letters from a Stoic,
St. George Station.
and every chapter is about a certain like concept of life. So there's a chapter, I think 13, is about fasting,
Okay.
and he says like whenever there's festivities in your environment, it's a very good discipline to actually fast. So while everyone's like gorging on food, you don't eat for like 10 days. He used to
That
do
is
that.
hilarious.
Super cool.
And yet it sounds paradigmatic of the time, but
Yeah.
God, what a miserable person to have around during a party.
Yeah, I wonder how he was at parties. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna guess
Very
insufferable.
stoic. Like, oh. No, I like. What about contemporary? Who do you like really resonate with or find interesting nowadays?
I'm happy to share that. I'm gonna guess that it's all pretty insider stuff.
Yeah,
Jeff
okay.
McMahon?
Huh?
Jeff McMahon?
No.
Actually, he's written some popular stuff, some like New York Times Stoic pieces.
Yeah.
He writes a lot about war, self-defense, vegetarianism.
What? Vegetarianism? So, multiple times in my life, what's happened is when I've put stuff out there in a loving way, in a very real way, the feedback that I get from the universe is kind of telling me that, Farhan, you're on the right track. You're doing the good things. You know, you have fear, so you're overcoming fear. You have nervousness or anxiety, you're taking action to overcome it. So whenever I hear, like, look, I've been vegan. I think about veganism all the time, you know, not eating meat and all this stuff. I think about that all the time. So, and then I ask her, hey, what's your favorite philosopher? And she's like, oh, just Jeff McMahon, who's like a big proponent of vegetarianism. And now we get into that. So check it out.
Super interesting. Super interesting. Crazy brilliant and like intellectually honest to a degree that is
Like
very rare.
morality.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he along the lines of Nietzsche?
No, not at all. Totally different tradition, totally different style. So he's been one of the things that this is just a useful example. It's not been his main deal, but one of the things that he's been writing about off and on for years is the morality of killing animals for food. And he's been pretty opposed for all the reasons one would think. You know, there's more good in their lives for them than there is in a meal out of them for us. Pretty straightforward, right?
Right.
But lately, he's been questioning his conclusions because he's thought of an argument that he finds persuasive for the opposite position.
The next
So he's
station
like,
is Spadina.
Charlie Munger says that, yeah.
publicly open about being in a bind because he's basically like, well, factory farming is clearly wrong, easy call. But if you're raising animals humanely and treating them well, and those animals would never have been brought into existence had not the practice of raising and killing them for food.
Arriving at Spadina.
Aren't the animals among the winners in the scheme?
Ooh.
Right? If conditional on their having their good lives is being killed for food, at a younger age,
Ooh.
it's still,
Ooh, I wonder what PETA has
live
to say
worth
about that.
living.
Anyway, I'm getting out.
you
Really great
later.
chatting with you. Yeah, keep it up.
And that's it for the video. And that's it. That was the interaction. Now, I really, really believe something, and hear me out. I think that a lot of us are lonely, me included. Everyone's lonely, right? We rely on our cell phones all the time. People are always on their cell phones. We don't really engage with people in everyday life. But if you really think about it, the tribe, right? The caveman times, we were always around our tribe, right? We always had physical connection, talking, listening. So I have this theory, this hypothesis that a lot of our anxiety in the world is caused, not just correlated, caused by the fact that we're lonely, because when our eyes and our brain, the back of the brain, the visual cortex, I spent 7 years studying this in neuroscience. When we see an image which resonates with the tribe, right? So people being around humans, but there's no interaction. There's no face-to-face. There's no conversation. Then our brain gets really confused. It's like, wait a minute. Like, think about the neurotransmitters, the hormones. If you think about them, they're like, I see something, but I don't hear something that is consonant with that or agrees with that, right? There's a lot of cognitive dissonance, and it's mind-boggling. So I urge you, in everyday life, talk to people. Talk to everyone. Doesn't matter who. Love everyone, right? It's like, ask yourself, like Kyle says, am I the type of person that blank, right? So if you see an old lady, she's crossing the street, am I the type of person who helps out an old lady? Yes? Go do it. You want to, let's say you see a pretty girl. You want to talk to her. Am I the type of person who's going to do something despite the fear? Am I the type of person who is that child of love and play and being in the moment? Am I that or not? If you're not, you're not. If you are, you are. Act on who you are. And always remember that you're a child of love. Okay? This is Farhan. I hope you liked it. Comment below if you kind of understood or kind of resonate with this or feel this, and if you have applied this type of thing in your own life. And also like this video, thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to the channel to receive future videos. And if you haven't already done so, go to Facebook and join our group, Biggest Balls in the Game, Balls with a Z. A lot of exclusive content, a lot of updates all the time. Follow me on Instagram at Doc Testosterone. I do stories, I do my spice shots, my smoothies, what I'm eating, everything. It's all on Instagram stories. What I'm doing in Toronto every day, really, really good. I update that quite a bit, so check that out. And make sure you look at the links below, description below, wherever this is. Just make sure you read other stuff that I've written, so you can get free books, exclusive material, bonuses, whatever we're offering at the time, and you're going to really benefit from that in terms of your health. And all of this has to do with health, right? Remember, this is all about health. That's all we're trying to show and teach and try to like build a tribe around. And a lot of our mental health, right, the fact that it's damaged or destroyed sometimes is because of anxiety. It's because of loneliness. It's because of we don't have confidence in ourselves. We don't have love in ourselves, and we show that. We show our brain that it's true. Hey, you should hate yourself. You should not have trust in yourself. And so I highly recommend that you are very conscious of these things as you go around in life, and not even for a second let the ego come in and control that child. Okay? Let me know if you want more of these videos, and I'll see you soon.